Welcome to Love You Longmont. I know a lot of people say that Longmont is a winter wonderland, but it's also a summer paradise. We have Sue Jacobson with us, and she's with the City of Longmont Recreation and Golf, and she is the Recreation Center Manager. Sue, thank you for being with us.
You're welcome.
Why do you think Longmont is such a special area in the summer?
I've lived here 27 years, so I've raised my family here. There's something to do for all ages.
Maybe 100 different things?
Oh, thousands of different things that the City of Longmont offers.
Thousands of things. How exciting. Well, we're so pleased. We've been out and we've shot some video. We're going to show some, but then we'll be talking to you throughout the show, and you can let us know about some of the wonderful opportunities. Wonderful. Right now we're going to go to find out about an opportunity for young people to engage in theater activities during the summer. We're at Longmont Theater Company, and we're with Judy Ernst, and she's the chairman of the production committee, and she's also in charge of children's theater, which is officially called New Generation Theater Academy. Right. Why do you think that children love theater so much?
Well, it's especially good for children who are shy and need an alter ego, if you will.
Right.
So we serve a lot of those kind of children. It also is good for the child that is energetic, has lots of life skills. They get a chance to try out other characters, really solidify how they are personally.
Oh, nice.
And it also gives kids who are talented in those areas a place to really shine.
Oh, that's neat. There's an opportunity for children during the summer.
Right.
How does summer school work here at the theater?
Well, we provide classes for 5-year-olds through 18-year-olds.
Goodness, that's a wide range.
It is a wide range. We have a couple of different types of programs. We have onstage experience when we do plays where the children come in, spend a couple of weeks with us, and then put on a performance. This year we're doing Alice in Wonderland for our 8 to 11-year-olds, where they'll get to learn how to play, learn how to do dialogue, sing, and then perform for parents and friends and grandma and grandpa and all those important people. Our 12 to 18-year-olds this year will be doing Into the Woods. The junior version, obviously. The other one's a little dark for kids.
That's true.
And the same experience for them. They get to see how it is to be on stage. They get to learn dialogue. They get to sing. They get to dance. And all those are a lot of times new experiences for kids.
And the 5-year-olds?
For 5-year-olds,
I can't even imagine it.
5-year-olds, it's a little different. We take a children's story, a book like something as simple as The Three Pigs, and the children will work on that. They create their own dialogue. They build their own costumes within reason. They make paper plate masks and all that kind of thing.
Fun.
And then they perform on the last day of their camp for their parents.
My goodness, how exciting. Do all children get to be on stage, or do some of them end up doing lights?
No, because that's one of the new additions we have this year, which we're really excited about, is that we have some tech classes involved for kids who do not want to be on stage.
Oh, that's
so
a smart
they'll learn
idea.
sound, lighting, set building, and that kind of thing. So we really have a program for everybody.
How wonderful. You know, I think people think that acting is a natural thing, but it isn't necessarily.
It isn't necessarily, and because of that, we have a couple of opportunities for the kids to learn acting this summer also. We have a beginning actors class where the kids will take a lot of the either printed dialogue, scripted dialogue, or some things that they have, we call it devised, that they have created themselves. Work through that with some professional actors and actresses, and learn how to do that bigger and better and with less stress.
And then advanced?
And then we have an advanced class for kids who have some experience in that class. And then in that case, they just hone their craft. They learn a few more tricks of the trade. They learn how to do it a little easier, a little smarter, a little better.
I love that. Yeah. Thanks. Tracy Cravens is the marketing lead. Tracy, why don't you tell us about the different dates for these events?
All right. The Storybook Theater for the young ones starts June 5th, and that's a morning workshop. Then we go to Alice in Wonderland Junior, which is June 12th, and that's also a morning. And then Into the Woods Junior starts July 10th, and that's an afternoon event. And they're actually doing that in steampunk version. So it'll be a lot of fun and pretty modern take on it this year.
How fun, how exciting. How can people get a hold of the theater and find out more about things?
They can always call us at 303-772-5200. One of the best ways to find out information is on our website, which is longmonttheater.org, and theater is Theatre.
Aha.
And we have a Facebook page as well, so you can find us there. But the website tells you everything under the Children's Youth Theater, and you can find out all the dates and age ranges there.
All right. Thank you so much, Tracy. But like Sue Jacobson said, there are thousands of things to do. Well, let's sort of break it down. Could you tell us about some of the events that people can participate in this summer?
Right. Well, this summer, starting in June, we have downtown concert, and we try to spread things out throughout the summer. We also have our kinetic sculpture race out at Union Reservoir.
I've never heard of that. What is that?
That is where different groups can build sculptures that are human-powered. And they have a race on the Reservoir Lake.
Oh my goodness.
And it's all about bringing the summer solstice and coming together as a community.
Oh, that sounds like such fun.
Then we move on to July, and we have the 4th of July concert at Thompson Park. That's with the Longmont Symphony Orchestra, a long-standing traditional event. Of course, the fireworks are that evening at 9:30, and they shoot off from the Boulder County Fairgrounds. And then we jump forward later in that week, and we have our signature event in Longmont, Rhythm on the River, and that's at Rogers Grove. Friday night and Saturday night, 2 evenings from 5 to 10 p.m., free event, 3 music stages, all family friendly, really engagement, except we light up the night with all glow things. So it's really family friendly.
I think one thing you said is significant also, free.
I think the thing the city of Longmont really tries to encourage and participate in is free events. You can go to a free event, you can bring a picnic, or you can choose to purchase food or a beverage, but I think our goal in recreation is to keep it family friendly and very affordable.
One of the things that we found recently was, I know this sounds funny to you because you know about all these, is Sandstone Ranch. Let's go and look at Sandstone Ranch and see some of the things that happen there. Marty Page is a program supervisor for Longmont Recreation and Golf. Marty, thank you for meeting us out here at Sandstone Ranch.
Sure, I'm glad to be here.
You have so many exciting things happening this summer. Can you tell us about Pioneer for a Day?
I'd love to. Pioneer for a Day is through Pat Mesher with Thinking Cap, and she comes out and really brings the old culture back to life. She has a great rapport with kids, and they bring in all of the milking and the fun aspects of what it was like to be a child in the 1800s.
Now, is that program and all of these programs, did they open to any child?
They are. These are all fee-based camps. They are usually about 3 hours long, and it's a drop-off program.
How neat. What about Spanish and the outdoors? Do you need to speak Spanish?
No, definitely not. That is the whole thing that makes that so fantastic is Kenna with Olin Farms comes out and teaches those, and she will have a preschool component in the morning from 9 to noon, and then in the afternoon she'll have a youth component. And they will just be talking in Spanish and incorporating the environment into their class.
How exciting. What a fun idea.
It's a great idea, and she's amazing. She's taught for the city for quite some time.
I also like the idea of Planet Picasso. What is that?
Planet Picasso, it's a brand new program to us. Susan Bela is bringing that to the ranch, and she is an artist who is very comfortable in mixed media. So she's going to have a camp that has that component as well as a camp that will be just clay-based. So although she's here at the house, she'll also incorporate some of her camps up into the large stone shelter up above.
And part of it's going to be clay pinching? Is that what I understand?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's just the whole dynamic of taking a piece of clay and pinching it into something beautiful.
That sounds wonderful for children.
It is. It's just a really nice dynamic.
And there's a St. Vrain acting.
Yes, Chris Parr, St. Vrain Theater is new to us, but this should be be a really neat program. He's going to come out and they are going to work all week to create a whole venue of one acts that they will then perform on Friday.
How fun. Well, it's really important that we let people know they can pick up this magazine all around Longmont. Do you think that's right?
Most definitely. We have them at every recreation center. They're at the library. You can find those at the Civic Center, any of the municipalities within the city, as well as some of the local businesses.
What are some other ways people can find out about these programs?
We have a website, and I could string it off for you, but it's easy to find if you just Google City of Longmont Recreation. You will get redirected into our programs.
This is Robin Bowden, and she's the volunteer coordinator for Sandstone
Ranch Visitors and Learning Center.
All right. You have some programs that are different than some things that will happen during the summer, and that's because parents come with their children, and rather than having a charge, they can make a small donation.
Yes, we have set up one of our wonderful programs that is little known but well received is our Fun Fridays, and that's June and July minus 4th of July weekend. And we have crafts and activities set up. We even have a story time at 10:30. Our time is from 9 to noon, but the storytelling is at 10:30. And we do ask for a $2 donation to help with supplies for the crafts and everything. But we have water fun. We have sometimes puppet theater. We have craft and coloring stations. We have dress up time in the house.
Fun.
It's a lot of fun for 3 hours. And parents love it, kids love it. The parents can relax in the nature and the kids get to play.
Robin, you also have some programs on Tuesdays.
Yes, they're called Tuesday Treasures. They're going on now through the end of summer. And that is for all ages, adults including. And we have theme tables that will have the first week of every month, the second week, the third week, the fourth week of every month will be a different theme. So birds are the second week of every month now through the end of summer. And we'll have theme tables set out with different things each month. So you might have beginning birding or nests and eggs or raptors and advanced birding. And you might come and it might be a self-guided activities where you come and do things that are set out, whether you're a kid or you're an adult. And then there's other times when you might come and we might have a walk, we might have a talk. It all depends on the volunteers that are helping that day and their background level.
How do you get to Sandstone Ranch?
Oh, that's a great question. A lot of people get lost their first time out here. So what you want to do is if you're coming east out of Longmont, take Ken Pratt or Highway 119 and take that past the Walmart. Do not turn at the light at the baseball fields. Pass that and get in the right-hand lane. And the very next turn is at the soccer fields. That's Sandstone Drive. You want to turn right there, follow that past the soccer fields, and then you're going to see a road that takes you up to the left, and that's where we have everybody park their cars and take the trail down to the house. If you need accessible parking or drop off anybody, you can stay to the right and go down to the house, do what you need to do, and then go ahead and park back up at the top. And that's how you find us.
It sounds like so much fun. Thank you for telling us about it.
Not a problem. I really love it out here, and I hope everybody comes out and tries this at least once.
Sue Jacobson, tell us about some of the programs that people can get involved with this summer.
Well, I think what's beautiful about the City of Longmont Recreation Services is that we have something for all ages, from basically newborns clear through senior services. It's a wide variety of activities, everything from art classes to camps for youth adults. We have pottery classes, we have knitting, art classes, as well as fitness classes, yoga, wellness classes.
Wow.
We just have a wide variety for all ages, interests, and abilities.
People probably pay a little for those, though.
They do. There's different fees assessed with different programs, and so I really encourage everyone just to come out and check our website out. But we do have a lot of free offerings, and we're going to have some samplers. So you may want to take a class just for an hour, just to see, do I like pottery, or do I like watercolors, or maybe just I want to try a Zumba class, or I just want to see, do I really want my child to play baseball or softball this summer? So we have kids activities that are just geared for all ages and abilities.
I can't imagine how hard it is to coordinate all of that.
We have a very talented programming staff
Would have to.
from youth, adults, and senior services, and they all try and look at what are the coolest trends, what's happening out there, and how can we bring those to Longmont.
I think some people haven't ever even been to your building. Where do you want to
We have numerous buildings with recreation services. So we have Centennial Pool. We have Sunset Pool, which opens the end of May. We have the Memorial Building, which is the historic piece of town. And then we have the Quail Rec Center, which is down on Quail Road. So we have pretty much points in every part of the city.
That is something else. We're going to talk a little bit more to Sue, but I'd like to tell you something. The Family-Friendly Jazz Festival is coming up, and they've asked us to say something. It's Saturday, July the 15th at Roosevelt Park from 11 to 7, and they want people to know that there's construction at the pavilion, so they can't have it at the pavilion this year, but it's on the lawn. So they've asked people to bring their own chairs, and they have limited space available under a tent. They have an exciting lineup. They have the Longmont All-Star Jazz Band, Espresso, which is a gypsy swing band, the Wayne Wilkinson Trio, jazz guitar, After Midnight, which is the Benny Goodman style swing band, the 101st Army Dixieland Jazz Band, the Adam Bodine Trio, and Mistura Fina. And again, that is July 15th at Roosevelt Park. And again, like many, many activities here in town, it's free and family friendly. Let's talk to Sue a little bit more about the different sites. Now, we got to see Sandstone. We saw some things going on, but that's not the only site you have.
Right. I think what a lot of people don't realize in Longmont is we have a wonderful reservoir, Union Reservoir, which is East Longmont. And the other pieces go throughout Longmont, such as our golf courses. We have Ute Creek, Sunset, Twin Peaks. We have Sunset Pool. We have 2 activity pools, North and South Longmont. We just have a plethora. We have dog parks. There is something for everybody.
Anytime somebody says plethora, it always makes me smile.
I know, I love that word.
I think it's interesting too that you all are in charge of golf. You have some fun things happening in golf this summer.
We do. We have little things that are starting off. We have glow in the dark golf, limited at both courses, Sunset and Twin Peaks. You have to sign up ahead for that. We also have wine and dine at the different courses where you can bring a friend, have a little dinner, play some golf. We just have a lot of fun, unique activities going on.
My goodness, that just sounds overwhelming. And I think maybe you are right. There are thousands of things to do.
There are.
We also learned about some ukulele lessons for children because there's opportunities for no matter what your child wants to do. I think you'll find them in Longmont. We're going to visit with John Maris, and he's at Flagstaff Academy, and his smart young ukulele players.
C, A minor, then F, and then back to C. And we're not playing heavy metal, Maxwell, okay? C, E, E, then to A minor. Good. And then F. Goes back to C. Pretty soon you're writing a song. C, E, E, goes to A minor. That's right. You got it, Micah. F goes back to C. And stop.
Why do you think it's important to teach ukulele to children?
Well, the ukulele is a self-contained instrument. It's an instrument that if a child learns just a few chords, they can actually accompany themselves on any song that they like.
And it's harmonic.
Right. So we play simple notes on recorder here, but with the ukulele we can actually learn chords. So kids learn about chord progressions and harmony and music theory.
It's a part of the curriculum at Flagstaff Academy. Why does the school think it's important?
Well, the school's been really supportive in that being a science and technology school, they want to be innovative. And in music, having students learn at this level chord progressions and music theory and harmony is an innovative way to teach.
That's wonderful. But there's an opportunity for children this summer in Longmont to also learn the ukulele.
That's right, as well as songwriting. At the Longmont Museum, I'll be teaching a course for songwriting and ukulele for kids from 8 years old up to 16. And that's happening in June 26th through the 30th.
Do they need to own a ukulele?
No, actually, it's an option. I'll provide the ukulele as well.
Gosh, how wonderful.
Yeah.
And that's Longmont Museum?
Mm-hmm.
Should they be registering right now?
Absolutely. It's actually, I think, about a third of the way filled up, and we still got some time. So.
Oh, that's exciting. And are there adults in the classes also?
Not in those classes, but throughout the year, in the fall, I'll be teaching an adult songwriter and ukulele course as well.
Thank you, and thank you to your students for writing a new theme song for Love You Longmont.
Who would have guessed?
Not us.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love that they invented a song for us right on the spot. That's the Flagstaff Academy and John Marison. Thank you for that. Sue, let's talk a little bit about some of the specifics. Love the idea about Rhythm on the River. Tell us about that.
Well, we're going into our 22nd year. Rhythm has evolved over the years. It's always held at Rogers Grove.
Did you start it? Because you've been here 27 years.
I did. I
love it.
I did start it along with some of my partners in the city, but it has evolved and grown. So that is July 7th and 8th. And I think what I really have loved and treasured about that is we try and teach people over the years about sustainability, recycling. We were one of the first events in the state, and we were awarded a large grant for that, for being recycling efforts and really kind of educating the public when they're an event. So we were first, and then some of the other larger events in the state picked that up.
Well, that's very good. And when is that?
July 7th and 8th from 5 to 10 p.m. So parking's at the Boulder County Fairgrounds. Everything is free. Free parking, free shuttle service. First National Bank is our title sponsor this year. So they provided us a wonderful opportunity to enhance other efforts of the event. So we're going to have 2 full stages of top line entertainment. We're bringing some acts, international acts in. So it's a different genre of music, so there's something for everybody. And then we'll have our traditional 5K race. We'll have Restaurant Row, which features local cuisine. But you're welcome to bring a picnic in and enjoy that as well. And we have a whole kids, I call it kids evening out, not day out anymore, evening out activities, that they learn outdoor activities from paddleboarding to kayaking to rock climbing, just kind of all kind of funs. And then our library came in, and they're having an area. It's all about imagination and growth, and that piece is very hands-on. And then you move down the hill, and then we have all engagement for little people from Home Depot coming in to build birdhouses. Then you move to the lower area, and then we have something for adults, the Artful Experience. So it's kind of like a paint and sip, a beverage of your choice, and creating art and through recycled products.
Oh my goodness.
So I think wherever you move on our site is engagement and fun and just learning without really knowing that the kids and adults are learning.
That's so neat. Well, this is also the 20th anniversary of Ute Creek.
Yes, it is.
What are you going to do for that?
Well, in July, we are having a big celebration, and it involves, starting at noon, we're doing concert. We're obviously going to rededicate the course, which is Peace. It's a lovely course. If no one's been out there, please come out and check it out. And then we're just going to have little samplings of golf for all ages, for all beginners to advanced. So a putting and different golf fun activities. So it's our way of bringing beginner golfers who may be a little intimidated to come play at Ute Creek out, try it, talk with our pros, and really get engaged in some of our beautiful. We are so fortunate to have 3 golf courses, public golf courses in our community.
And Ute Creek is a very special golf course as well.
It is. It is an 18-hole, and it was developed and designed by Robert Trent Jones Jr.
Wow.
And I can't believe it's been 20 years already, but it is spectacular. Even if you just want to go as the public, just go sit on their covered patio and experience the views. And see what golf's all about, because it's not your traditional golf. We want to break that stereotype and get all of the golfers in at all ages.
Well, now, you have not mentioned a thing about dogs. I hope you have something for dogs.
We do. We do. Besides the dog parks, We've created in recreation at the end of our swim seasons, we take our activity pools and we have dog-friendly swims. So what that is so fun is you have to be responsible for your own dog, but it's for the dogs to get in the pools. The humans stay on the decks.
Wow.
So they get out and they play, and it is just, it is quite hilarious to watch all the dogs playing with each other, like early in the summer when the kids are all playing with each other.
My
the
goodness.
dogs are interacting, and so that's how we close the pools. And some people say, wow, is that sanitary? Well, we're going to drain the pools at the end of the seasons anyway.
True. Yeah.
So we really want people to bring the family-friendly pets. Maybe if they've been to the dog park and you know your pet is really socially acceptable of that, then that would be the kind of dog we'd want to come to this kind of event.
Well, I think that's wise. And I think people do know their dogs. They would know. What about ghosts?
You heard about
Yes.
our ghost steps.
I have.
Well, we're starting this new program this summer. It's called Theater on the Move. And I kind of brought it in from another community because I think I want to break that traditional, you sit in a theater and watch that. So we're taking our first Theater on the Move to Sandstone Ranch this summer. And we're talking about the historical perspective of the ghosts and maybe ghost stories you've heard about, some of the older buildings in the community. But this, again, is geared for ages 8 and up, but it is not geared to be scary. It's informational and historical, and it's theater on the move. So you'll do an act, you'll walk a distance out the ranch, they'll do another act, and end up back at the historical Sandstone home.
You know, we've talked about so much. I really want to reinforce how people can find out about all of these things.
So we have, obviously, our City of Longmont website, which is very intuitive, and if you just go to our search field, and if you want to search ghost stories or ghost steps, you can do that. We also have our catalog, which is also online, but we have hard copy catalog.
Let's show that catalog. I think it's important that people know they can find it a lot of different places.
Right, so our catalog is all inclusive of city facilities as well as public works, parks. We have everything in this catalog as well.
And what's the website address?
So it's longmontcolorado.gov.
That's it.
That's it. We shortened our URL a couple years ago, and that's hard to say, but it's longmontcolorado.gov.
Oh, this is exciting. Thank you so much, Sue. Do you want to
Thank
invite
you.
everybody to come and join you for the
I
summer?
just encourage everybody to get out this summer because Longmont has so many fun things to be engaged in, regardless of your age. It's just so exciting to live in this community.
And you can stay here and do some cool things.
Definitely. I call it a staycation because there is something going on literally at least 2-3 nights a week, free, and an event. If you go to Visit Longmont's website, pretty much all of the entities in the community put their information on Visit Longmont as well. So City of Longmont website, Visit Longmont website, there is something to do. No one should be bored.
Thank you so much, Sue Jacobson, for being with us.
Yeah.
And with this information, you will not be bored. Thank you for joining us on Love You Longmont. We'll see you next time. Thank you. That was just excellent.